Have you ever wondered why men lie to women? Let's get one thing straight. If sex wasn't on the table, men would have far less reason to lie. Honesty doesn't get you laid, and for most men, that's the game they're playing. But it's not just about sex, it's about survival. The truth can be messy, uncomfortable, and in some cases, it costs you far more than it gets you. So why tell the truth when the lie works better? Men don't lie because they're evil, they lie because they're horny. It's biology, not malice. Think about it. For most of history, a man's ability to pass on his genes depended on his ability to attract women. And for better or worse, honesty isn't always attractive. From an evolutionary perspective, men are wired to maximize their chances of success. If lying makes them more desirable, they'll lie. The potential reward, which is sex, outweighs the risk of getting caught. It's not a moral failing, it's a survival strategy. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Women often punish honesty, even when they say they want it, and men have learned this the hard way. The truth is only welcome when it's the truth women want to hear. Anything else, it's rude, arrogant, or offensive. Imagine you're on a date and the guy decides to be brutally honest. I've got commitment issues, I can't hold down a job, and I still live with my mom. How does that sound? Not exactly Prince Charming, right? That's why men don't lead with the cold, hard truth, because they know it can't get them very far. Now let's look at the sweet talker, the guy who's mastered the art of saying the right thing. I'm ambitious, I'm working on some big projects, and I'm super close with my family. It's the same guy, just with a better sales pitch. But guess what? That version works. It's not the truth that wins, it's what sounds good. But let's be fair. Men aren't the only ones playing the game. Women lie too. Maybe not with words, but with makeup that smooths out flaws, filters that enhance their best angles, and heels that add a few extra inches. It's not deception out of malice. It's adaptation to a world that rewards appearances just as much as charm. The truth is uncomfortable for everyone. When honesty gets punished and sweet talk gets rewarded, men lie because, well, it works. But here's the irony. Those very lies women reward often lead to heartbreak. The sweet talker, the one who told you exactly what you wanted to hear, is also the one most likely to break your heart. Why? Because his real intentions were never about building something real. They were about telling you what you wanted to hear to get what he wanted. You rewarded his words, not his actions, and now you're left wondering how it all fell apart. If you reward deception, don't be surprised when you end up deceived. Once sex is off the table, lying takes on a whole different purpose. Peacekeeping. Men don't always lie to get what they want. They also lie to avoid what they don't want. Conflict. It's why he didn't tell you he hated the dinner you made, or why he said you looked great in that dress. He's not answering honestly. He's answering safely to avoid hurt feelings or an argument. Conflict avoidance is a defense mechanism. Men often prioritize short-term peace over long-term trust because dealing with the fallout of honesty feels like walking through an emotional minefield. It's easier to lie than to start an argument. And the hotter the woman, the bigger the lies. Men know that beautiful women are in high demand, so they inflate their resumes, their personalities, and their intentions just to compete. No, Chad from accounting doesn't own a yacht, but he'll let you think he does. It's not because he's a bad person. It's because the stakes are higher, and he's playing to win. At the end of the day, lies build relationships on shaky foundations. The sweet talker who sold you a dream never gave you reality. You rewarded the illusion, and now you're left wondering how it all fell apart. When lies are rewarded, the truth becomes irrelevant. Men learn that telling you what you want to hear gets results. Women learn that what feels good isn't always what's real, and both sides end up disappointed. At its core, everyone's playing the same game, trying to win affection while avoiding rejection. But here's the irony. The lies we tell to get what we want keep us from being seen for who we really are. And without honesty, real connection is impossible. The truth is uncomfortable. It doesn't always feel good, and it doesn't always get rewarded. But without it, we're left with relationships built on illusions. Illusions that are bound to fall apart. James A. Garfield said, "The truth will set you free, but first it will make you miserable." Maybe that's why we avoid it. But the question we need to ask ourselves is this. Do we want comfort, or do we want something real? Because the truth might hurt, but in the end, it's the only thing worth building on.